Hi, I'm Tinny from Mini Bowl Design, and today I'm out in the factory. I'm doing something a little unique today. What I'm doing is, I'm sitting out here with my iPod Touch, and I'm about 200-300 yards from the house, but I still have Wi-Fi, no problem. And I'm checking my email with my iPod Touch. Can't do it while I'm shooting this video, but I was. And as the orders come in from the email, I just get right up, turn the lights on, and build that whatever that person orders. I build it right there, boom, ching. So I'm caught up continuously all the time, and I've been fairly, I've been busy all day long. I built a bunch of lids and a QMH pot and 3 choke hazards and some Sawyer's adapters, and probably when I get done this email, there'll be more stuff to be built. But it continually comes in every 10 minutes or so. I'll get an order, and sometimes longer than that, sometimes shorter. And it hasn't been anything big today. Also, got an order for, the little stove, the one that I haven't named yet, that I showed you in a video. I got an order the other day for the top, and evidently the person didn't understand, for whatever reason, that top only fits a bongo 1/3. He showed it in the video, the bongo 1/3, but didn't register. So today they ordered the bongo 1/3 base, and they went for the other $10 to have it all milled out. So they've got a bongo 1/3 base all milled out with the double whip top, state of the art. I did that today. A few other things I can't even remember. But anyway, as of this video, I was all caught up. Just continually keeps rolling in. It's like a small stream. It just keeps trickling on down. Sometimes fast, sometimes slow. Hardly ever stops. I don't remember the last time I had a day where I didn't have an order. Sue, it rained a good part of the day, so he didn't even get in a bike ride. It was sunny this afternoon, but by the time the sun came out, the road was just mush. I live on a dirt road. I didn't want to ride in the mud, so I didn't get a bike ride in at all today, which kind of bites, but I'll appreciate it that much more when I do get a chance to do a bike ride. So Sue's down in the woods, and what she wants to do is she wants to harvest some beech nuts. Beech nuts come from, believe it or not, beech trees, unlike acorns, which don't come from acorn trees. They come from oak trees. Now, you got two choices here. You can say acorns come from oak trees, or you can just call the nut an oakhorn and get it over with. It's what it should have been named to begin with, oakhorns. From oak trees, oak horns. I don't know why they call it acorns. Somebody, I don't know. I know it's a big joke around my friends. Oakhorns. Not that funny. Neither is anacus. That's another big one. And a backhoe? They call them tobaccos. Like the cigarette tobacco. Yeah. Local humor. Like, I'm going up to camp. Get your deer yet? All that stuff. I have to live amongst that with the locals. They're good people. Most of them. Okay, not many of them. Some of them are. Anyway, I lost my thought train. Have anybody seen it? It's around here somewhere. Oh, yeah, and so she wants to harvest some beech nuts. So she went down and wandered around, and she found 3. Actually, there's 4 down there, I think. But she found 3 great big old beech nut trees, like 3 feet through them. I don't know how many feet around them. Wasn't like 9 feet around them, 3 feet through them. That's pi, 3.14. C equals pi times D. Okay, 3.144444. Okay, enough of that, enough of the math. Anyway, about 3 feet through them. So they're too big to shake. She's going to have to wait for the nuts to fall off of them. That's just the way it works, and I think that happens in the fall of the year. I wonder if they call it fall because that's when the nuts fall. Not sure. But anyway, I think we ought to put some tarps underneath those big trees so when the beech nuts fall, they'll land on the tops and they'll be easy to pick up versus trying to paw through the leaves and find them, which, believe me, is not easy. I've done it, but no. I think the squirrels are going to get most of them. That's usually what happens. But if we can get a bowl full of them and shell them out and get a quarter of a cup of nuts, and that's a lot of beech nuts because they're very small. An average size beech nut is, trying to think of something that size for an example. An average size beech nut is about the size, a good one's about the size of a normal chocolate bit that you put in cookies, Nestle's chocolate morsels or bits, whatever. It's about that size. That's a good one. Quite a few of them are smaller than that. Sometimes you'll get them as big as a hazelnut, but that's very uncommon. So anyway, we get a quarter of a cup of those. We'll make a batch of fudge and put them in the fudge, and that'll be fun. It'll be something different. Haven't done that before. Not going to go nuts over it or anything, but that's what we're going to try to do. Just a personal challenge. So, I've got to check my email again. I've probably got another order, and I'm going to have to get up off my duff and turn the lights on here and go back to work. But I revel in the fact that as we speak, as far as I know, I'm all caught up. And that's cool. Now, I don't want to harp on the subject, but I got an email from a person, probably a member of the Copper Police, who told me that all pots that you cook in are lined inside with something. There's no pots that you cook in that are copper inside. And basically, I'm full of rhubarb. Okay, if you watch the Food Channel, you'll see what I'm talking about. And I'm sure you guys that have watched it know there's great big, huge 3, 4, 5, 6 foot wide copper pots. Some of them only 18 inches, but solid copper. And then mixing candy and liquor and in the acidic part of it. I understand acid and copper, but I've seen them make stuff that was lemon-based and pour in a gallon of lemon juice. That's got to be acidic, and they did it in a copper pot. So I'm just telling you what I saw, man. I'm not an expert on it. And I have a couple of pictures of 2 pots, one old, one pretty new, and the copper inside. So we'll take a real quick look at those pictures. Yeah, and you can see those are both copper pots, obviously made for cooking, and neither one of them has any coating inside. They're just copper, pure, unadulterated, raw copper. Now, I also was told that if you put coffee in a copper pot, that coffee is so acidic that it'll pull the copper right out of the pot and poison you. Okay, no expert on this, but I'll tell you how I do it. I never boil coffee. No. I put coffee in another container and I boil the water. Copper pot, whatever. I boil water in it. Then I pour and I don't even boil the water then. I bring it up to 180, 190 degrees, not even a boil. And then I pour it over the coffee, and that's how I make my coffee. I think that's how just about everybody makes their coffee. I don't know anybody that puts coffee in water and then takes the coffee in water and puts it in a copper pot and then brings it to a boil. Don't know anybody that does that. That's because nobody does. It's not the way it's done. That would be wrong. Real wrong. So that's not even relevant, It's like brushing your teeth with gasoline. Just don't make no sense at all. None whatsoever. So coffee and copper, not going to come in contact unless you stir it with a copper spoon. Then you probably just come out with just a handle. Anyway, that's the deal on that. And the Copper Police are alive and well. I was afraid for a while there that they had disbanded, but obviously not. They are alive, well, and strong in numbers. So anyway, hats off to the Copper Police. May they live long, and may God break their legs so we can identify them by their limp. I'm Tinny from Mini Bowl Design. Try to have a really great day, and try to have some fun today. You deserve it. Bye-bye.